Hello, you are welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about why teachers are overrated. Many students don't realize they are overdependent on their tutors. They would have done better if they looked at what they can do for themselves than depending on their tutors or their teachers. Now, after watching this video, you are going to know the main role of a tutor in a class. You are going to come to know if you are overdependent on your tutor or not. You are going to know what to do if you are. And you are going to know the reason why some students blame their tutors for failure and how to prevent it. You're also going to know what to do if your tutor is giving out his or her best or not. So this video is in two parts. In the first part, I'm going to talk about the advantages of having a tutor in a class. And in the second part of the video, we are going to look at the other side, that is overdependence on the teacher or tutor and its disadvantages. So let's look at the first part. In learning, it's easier to grasp information when the information is flexible. This is why many people or many students are more likely to understand a topic taught in class than the one that is read from a book. Their tutors or their lecturers are put in classrooms to make the information they give out as flexible as possible. The teachers do this by explaining the concept from multiple perspectives. Teachers are capable of taking responses from students, which can then influence them to break the topics down and turn the topics in a way that students can understand. Books, unfortunately, do not do that. The information you find in there is not flexible and cannot be modified. Books are incapable of responding to your understanding of the information it gives. I'm not trying to say books are not good. No. I'm simply saying that teachers are always in a better position to influence a student's understanding. So now let's look at the other side of the card, where a student becomes overdependent on a tutor. Now, you can't be in a classroom with a tutor or lecturer and not follow his instructions. You should follow his or her instructions, but when they get to the point where you are overdependent on him or her to complete the syllabus for you, that is where it becomes an issue. So when a tutor does not finish the syllabus and it's getting to the end of the semester or getting closer to examination, the tutor can give the students outrageous number of slides to complete. It is better for the students to see the teachers as people who throw light onto their path of knowledge than people holding their hands to take them on a path of knowledge. The teacher is not the measure of the knowledge. Now, this to say this, most students are waiting for the teacher to complete the syllabus for them, while they have books and other materials they could have gone through to finish. The teacher just paves the way and shows you what others have discovered. According to a research, 30 to 39% of students are not able to graduate from the university every year. Not all of these students fail because they didn't learn. Some are not able to grasp anything a particular tutor taught them because of their style of teaching. You know, students have different perspectives of grasping information. Some are visual, some are auditory, some are writers and readers. The tutor's responsibility is to explain concepts from different perspectives to appeal to all these different perspectives. Not all teachers are able to do that. Students who do not unfortunately get a tutor who appeals to their way of learning, they fail the exam and they blame themselves. This is why you shouldn't be overdependent on what the teacher is giving to you alone. You need to make the necessary effort to go further. Now, in every class, there are students who do not come to class but are able to pass the semester exams. What do? They study on their own. These students think that their study materials are enough to cope with their studies. I'm not saying always skip classes, no. Now, according to a research done in the University of Western Cape in South Africa, 21% of students who relied on study materials scored good grades during their exams. Learning is more about the student than the lecturer or tutor. No matter how good a teacher is, if a student has low self-esteem, thinks a particular topic is too difficult, and does not pay attention in class, he or she will not pass the exams. The success of a student in a class is dependent on the student than the teacher or tutor. This is why failure of a particular student in an exam is attributed to the student. If you're a student and you are watching, this video, you are listening to me, I want to prove to you that you can learn and understand the complex concepts on your own. I believe you already have experience in learning. If you are still in doubt, the reason you have not been teaching yourself or learning on your own is because you have never thought about doing it. Things your guardians or parents used to do for you when you were an infant, they do them no more. Your parents made you aware that they were not going to do it for you, so you have to learn it by brute force. The reason you are 100% dependent on your tutor is because he or she has not told you to learn 100% on your own. Now you have the course outline, so what prevents you from starting? Now listen, no one cares about who taught you, and no one would like to know how you failed an exam. All they care about is your grades. I would urge you to watch this video till then, because I'm going to show you what to do to learn on your own and then get the best grades in class. Now, with all being said, this is not to say don't go to class or disrespect your tutors or find fault with everything they do. Of course, not all tutors would appeal to your style of learning. The reason for this video is for you to know that there is learning and understanding outside the jurisdiction of the tutor, and this is all within you. Now, when you grasp this idea and bring it to you, you will see massive improvement in your grades. You won't be overdependent on your tutor because information is everywhere. You won't have any issue with the tutor, assuming you realize he or she is not giving out his or her best to you. Why? Because you know what to do. So how do you stop being overdependent on your tutor? In addition to what you are being taught in class, go for the best study materials. Find out what your tutors are using or those ahead of you are using, and then use them. Video tutorials online. Not what everyone is talking about, but the ones that you watch and understand. Also, go for past papers or past questions and then know the way questions are set so that you will learn in that line. Always strive to be ahead of what your teacher is teaching. I believe you are convinced. If not, I would like to know your suggestions or views on this topic. So what is the main role of a tutor or a lecturer in class? He is just there to throw light onto the knowledge you are supposed to study or learn on your own. How do you know if you are overdependent on your tutor or lecturer? Is when you are not getting extra study materials, solving more questions, and then going further than what he or she has taught you or is teaching you. I would urge you to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more, and then keep studying by yourself.